San Diego. So we filmed the game at Yankee Stadium, a show, Yankee Stadium. I get there, and David Wells sneaks up from behind and gets me in a headlock and says, "How did you know that I wanted to play in San Diego, but I couldn't make a deal?" And that was great. Nice guy, David Wells. But here's the thing. Was there a big buzz, Arnie, that Derek Jeter was not at Old Timers Day? And even though he runs the Florida Marlins or the Miami Marlins or whatever Marlins you want, isn't there something, an attachment, that he could appear at Old Timers Day with the Yankee fans that supported him for so many years? And like Albert Pujols, guaranteed Derek Jeter would have got a standing ovation. And boy, oh boy, he did that to the Yankee fans in his last series when Yankee fans piled in their car to see Derek Jeter's last game in Fenway Park, and he didn't play. And that was his choice. And all the people who drove up there, he could have been a DH. He didn't do it. He wanted to end his last game at Yankee Stadium. And I think that, to be kind, that stunk because plenty of people drove up, Yankee fans, his fans, and really didn't show a lot of class. Very thought of himself first. So the point is that there's Don Larson, the big ears. That's right. There you go, DK. He'll be 90 August 7th. When I was I don't know how old I was, but like 9 or 10, I used to walk home for lunch. And it was in the 50s. Yeah, 59, I think, right? And so my mother said to me, "Do you want to stay home from school and watch the World Series when it was on during the day?" And I said, "Yeah." I mean, what? Wow. Imagine a mother doing that today. And it turned out to be Don Larson's perfect game. I did see it on TV. Dale Mitchell struck out, the last out. Yogi jumped on him. It's amazing Larson lived through that one, okay? Anyway, Gene Segura had 2 RBIs for Philadelphia. 16 out of 22. That's how much they've lost. 6.5 games behind the Braves in the National League East. The Phillies led Atlanta by 3.5 on May 29th. Jordan Yamamoto continues, just to write the record books in my Ireland. After he opened up his career with back-to-back 7-inning shutouts against the Cardinals, then he held the Phillies to 2 earned runs on 2 hits, 4 walks, struck out 7 over 5 innings. He has an 0.95 ERA, and he's got 19 strikeouts, 7 hits, and 8 walks over 19 innings in his first 3 starts. All of them have been wins. Okay? And according to the Elias Sports Bureau, Yamamoto, first player in Marlins history to win his first 3 career starts. The last to do it at the Major League Baseball level with a sub-1 ERA, Tanner Roark, when he made his debut for Washington in 2013. So, look, first 3 starts, no more than 7 hits, and pretty good. Now, Philly outscored 43-15, out-hit 70-45 in their losing streak. They were swept for the 2nd straight series, 3rd time this year. The Phillies are 1-8 against National League East in the last 10 days. And and here's the thing, they're gonna host starting today the Mets. Unbelievable. Which team could screw up the most? Cooper, 21 for his last 50. That's a Lou Gehrig. We're going to start calling him Gary Cooper pretty soon. 420 batting average, 2 homers, 3 doubles, 7 RBIs during his streak, and he's reached base safely 20 consecutive games. Now, Brandon Woodruff from Milwaukee, he really cruised through the first 5 innings. He allowed Joey Votto a 3-run homer in the 6th, struck out 2. So Milwaukee goes 13-3 in Woodruff's 17 starts, tying him with Hyun-Jin Ryu for the NL leading wins. He struck out a career-high 12. He's become quite a pitcher. And Milwaukee has been rumored to be going after Matt Boyd, lefty from Detroit. Travis Shaw and Orlando Arcia homered, and the Brewers won their second straight, and they went 2-6 on the road, losing 5 of the last 6. So there you go. Milwaukee looking for a pitcher. Arcia's name has been mentioned. And Javier Baez hit a milestone homer to win the game right after Pete Alonso went deep again. Baez hit his 100th homer, a 3-run homer in the 8th inning. Alonso with his 27th homer. That breaks the record by Darryl Strawberry. Most home runs by a rookie. And there you go. Seth Lugo. Boy, blown save with the Mets. The 17th blown save leading the major leagues. And this is after they got Edwin Diaz, and all the crazy Met fans were jumping for joy. All right, but the thing is, he was pretty dependable. The Mets they entered with a 5.2 ERA from the bullpen, 27th in the majors. And Lugo was dependable. He had a 1.1 ERA since April 7th. But Sunday was a second straight multiple inning appearance. He had fired 2 shutout innings on Friday, and they're jumping all over Callaway for this. For the Cubs, Kimbrel expected to go one more time for AAA Tuesday, and then they'll think about recalling him, okay? Callaway said before the game he had no timeline on when Noah Syndergaard did throw a bullpen on Saturday, and they're going to see. He's eligible to come off the 10-day injured list on Wednesday. Pittsburgh, Kevin Newman extended his hitting streak to 14 games, and imagine the excitement of a walk-off walk. So you take a pitch, you walk, and then everybody mobs you. What a great athletic achievement. I always wish that I could announce the walk-off walk. I did on MLB radio once, announced Ricky Henderson breaking Babe Ruth's record for walks. And yeah, Ricky, here's the pitch on the way to Ricky. It's inside the high, ball 4. Ricky Henderson with a remarkable achievement, breaking Babe Ruth's record for walks. A great athlete, Ricky. He just stood there. He didn't flinch. The pitch was clearly inside, but it didn't fool him. And Ricky didn't even attempt to swing. His eye is so good that he decided to let it go. And as a result, a great athletic achievement, leading Major League Baseball in walks for his career. Hey, Steve Brault lasted 5 innings, gave up 3 earned runs. Joey Lucchesi, 4 earned runs, 6 hits. He pitched okay. So look, Sunday's win, Pittsburgh got their 3rd rally win in 5 games. So, look, and remember, in the middle of June, the Pirates came back from a 6-run deficit to beat the Tigers 8-7. So they've been coming back. For San Diego, Kirby Yates, wow. He was the culprit. Okay, he was the Major League save leader. He had not allowed a run in any of his previous 26 save opportunities. He had only given up 4 runs all season. 3-run 9th inning by the Pirates. Good contact. The Pirates struck out just 17 times in the entire series. So they're doing good. St. Louis and the Angels. Tommy LaStella. I call him Danny. Who cares? David Fletcher drove in 2 runs apiece. The Angels snapped a 3-game losing streak and finished a 11-game road trip, 6-5. Angels closer Hansel Robles came on to get the final out in a non-save. LaStella, run-scoring hits in the 2nd and 6th innings. Skaggs looked good. Allowed 4 hits over 5 scoreless innings. Struck out 3, didn't walk anybody. Mikolas gave up. He hasn't been good. But here's the sad news. Alex Reyes left his start Sunday, 2nd inning. Discomfort in his right pectoral muscle. He can't catch a break. He'll be reevaluated, but he was 1-3 with a 7.6 ERA. Wow. So many fantasy owners were grabbing this guy, right? Grabbing this guy. At least Callaway makes a good golf club. Yep, that's right. So I'll tell you something. Ray is just not getting anything done. Jordan Hicks could be out a couple of days, and it may be more. They may even put him on the DL. So keep in mind this guy, Tyler Webb. He's a lefty, came in to face a lefty, but still he could win. And Carlos Martinez could get some saves too. And Ohtani, 14 for 47 with 2 homers against left-handed pitching this year. As we move over to the American League, Baltimore and Seattle, J.P. Crawford had 4 hits, drove in 4. Kikuchi, best outing. Mariners used an 8-run third inning. They beat Baltimore 13-3. And J.P. Crawford, who couldn't make it with Philadelphia, has brought his average up to 300. He raised his average about 56 points. Kikuchi lost 4 straight. And, there was some concerns about his transition from Japan to the major leagues. By the way, John Means played catch Sunday. He could be in the rotation back in Baltimore. Good pitcher. Marcus Stroman campaigning to get traded, hopefully to the Yankees, he says. Held the Red Sox to 5 singles. 5th time in his last 8 starts that he's held an opponent to no more than 1 earned run. He has been terrific. 3.04 ERA, 9th best in the American League. In his 3 starts since allowing a season-high, 6 runs to Arizona, he's got a 1.89 ERA. Danny Jansen hit a homer. Eric Sogard hit a solo homer. Rudy Tellez, Rowdy Rudy, whatever his name is, 2 hits. He scored twice. The Red Sox had won 8 out of 9. But still, I'll tell you what, Tellez 2 for 3. He's batting .423 in 26 at bats against the Red Sox. And look, the Jays and the Marlins both playing 500 ball recently. Ivan Nova gave up 3 earned runs in 6 innings. He was 3-0 in his previous 5 road starts. Pitches much better on the road. Sampson earned his first win since May 20th. 1 run, 7 hits. Eloy scored at an opposite field. Eloy's going to be terrific. DeShields, 3 for 3, hitting .355 since being recalled for the 2nd time this season from Nashville. All right, on June 2nd is when he was hitting .182 before then. Cleveland won for the 8th time in 10 games. Here they come, but they defeated Detroit. 7 straight. And 10 meaning Carlos Santana, who as soon as Cleveland officially drops out, has got to be marketed. There's no room for Bowers, Bobby Bradley, and Carlos Santana on this team, okay? Look, Santana's good. He's got a streak of reaching base, 18 consecutive games, 36 out of 37, okay? On-base percentage, .415. Bobby Bradley, 24 homers in 67 games, 91 strikeouts, okay. But Cleveland trying to figure out how to get this team going. Clevenger's coming back from his sprained ankle, is expected to be activated on June 28th in Baltimore. And Zach Plesac pitched pretty well for Cleveland. Matched his longest outing in the majors to earn a win, 1 run over 7 innings. Detroit, Daniel Norris still hasn't gotten a win since May 12th. He struck out a season-best 8, 6 runs over a season-high 7 innings, but he's 0-5 with a 5.4 in 8 starts since his last win. The Astros just keep rolling along. So do we here in the chat room. Thanking you all for being here once again. And we are really working on some great stuff here. Believe me when I tell you, it's going to happen. Michael Itch in your kitchen table has joined us from the great state of Iowa. Thank you, my boy. Nice to see you here. Michael, the great Itch. We love you, Itch. No question. Okay, Verlander struck out 9 across 7 innings. The Yankees swung and missed 20 times and got 1 extra base hit. DJ LeMahieu, 3-run homer. So, look, look, Hunter Dozier is back for